All right, and like a rip-off Disney movie, we're Onward.
What?
The Disney movie Onward, the whole thing about how they ripped off that one woman's van.
Oh, right.
Yeah, we talked about that on the branch.
Nope.
We didn't?
No.
Okay, before we talk about how companies don't know how to business, the short version of that fiasco was Disney Pixar really liked this one woman who drove her van around San Francisco. She had this wild, wacky van, this magical unicorn van. Here,
Yeah.
I'll look it up for you and show you just on my phone.
Okay.
But
do we want to show a picture of it on an episode? Or?
Yeah, it'll be fair use because we're talking about the controversy. So, but yeah, let me find it so you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
and then so I can comparison. Maybe I can find a comparison.
But anyway, so what'd they do?
Okay, so this lady had this really cool van that she drove around town, and the people at Disney really liked it. So they said, hey, how about you just bring it as an attraction to our corporate event? We're going to have some families there. You can just... Because she's rented the van out before because people like it so much. It's just this cool, rad van. Like, here's the unicorn painted on the side. The left is her van. The right is from the movie Onward.
Yeah.
I'll send that to you. Well, okay, it gets worse than that though, because they rented the van, or they rented the van from her for this event, and there's a contract for what they're allowed to do with this van. They completely disregarded the contract. They did have it at the event, but they also took the van and did a full 3D model scan of the van. They took down notes. They copied everything, every aspect of this van they could, down to the millimeter, and then slightly tweaked it in tiny amounts, and then put it in the movie Onward as the sentient van that's the sidekick to the brothers. Mm-hmm. And the movie is terrible anyway. Don't get it wrong. The movie Onward is a bad movie in general. But it's unwatchable because of that. And I mean, I'm generally a Pixar fan, but that one. No thanks. Don't steal. Definitely don't steal from shady ways. Yeah, from this nice lady. I'll send you the entire article here so you can peruse it. You'll get a nice annoying buzz here in a second while we're recording. But yeah, so welcome back to two idiots who've never owned or run a business and can't even successfully make a YouTube channel take off. Tell you how to properly run a business.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
John,
going back to it,
business?
Just do it the way they used to. Stop trying to demand your money back right away and expect a return in 5 years, and then you'll make tons of money running a business. That's what all the really smart people are doing.
It's all about the quick returns and getting my money now. And J.G. Wentworth is like, it's my money. I want it now. So I want my money, John. Give me my money.
But, I guess I really just wanted to bitch about the stupidity of it all. And everybody down below, in fact, if you want to, say it in the comments. What's the dumb thing in your industry that they blow a lot of money on, that they waste a ton of money on? The one that always got me in the hotel industry was how much energy we wasted on switching heating and cooling back and forth because we just didn't properly maintain things. Right. And also how much money we spent on maintenance because we didn't want to put the down payment on better systems. So, this system is going to cost $5,000 to replace with a better system. Example, it's going to save, $1,000 a year on maintenance. They don't want to take that deal. As good as an option as it is, it increases the value of the hotel. They still don't care. A great example of not knowing how to run business would be, I complained about Sheldon Adelson. Was that on this series or was that on God of War? About him dying and the family selling off the hotel. And one of the things this company could never do was stage a loading dock. They could never get their loading dock in a line where it wouldn't block traffic and make their vans wait for a while. And I look at that and I say,
So,
whoa! Speaking of failure and technical problems, little bit of technical glitch there. So yeah, the issue is, this entire business is having its entire logistics chain crippled at the start of every day because it can't get its loading dock in order. It also cripples other businesses in the vicinity because it clogs up the streets. Basically because it can't design a simple logistics algorithm and implement it. You know what I mean?
I think I know what you mean.
It just literally, all it would take is a few consultants that know what they're doing, pay him $250,000, and the return on investment would be months, not even years. The of things these people want.
But John, I need a faster return on investment than
that is as fast as they want. I don't see myself
working for this company in three months.
I don't see. Therefore, Golden Parachute's gonna bail me out before then, and that's part of our business culture problem, right? In the United States, and just
there is no loyalty anymore.
Not only is there no loyalty, but because the structure, the system is structured to not incentivize it, right? Like a lot of the problem is the system. The system that allows the business degree to be a degree that any idiot that is not competent to, doesn't have the mental competency or the charisma, etc., or just the temperament to run a business, to get that degree and be in charge of his business, because secretly what actually determines whether they're in charge of the business is whether their dad or their uncle or their cousin or whatever connection they had got them there in the first place, because that's what actually puts you in charge. And that's usually what business schools actually are anyway, is just building your connections. It all rolls into this. Our culture is designed kind of fucky, and it's a problem. I don't know what else. I'm kind of petering out in that regard. This.
What? Just. It's a good game.
At least for playing a good game, right? At least for playing games that we enjoy. But no, it's just a frustration of life that sometimes the least competent people are in charge. It was kind of like that refreshing realization that one, as much as I hate the politics of the Biden administration, although they are doing some good things,
they're also doing really
bad things. But it was such a breath of fresh air just to be back to basic competency and governance. You know what I'm talking about?
And not, constantly holding a knife to each other's throats?
I mean, that's still happening in Congress, but...
Yeah, but I mean, not actively, you don't see these press conferences going on and, everyone's about ready to fucking kill one another.
Yeah, that's true.
Because, I mean... Right? That was one of the things that I was just getting tired of with, quote, the last administration.
I was getting tired of a lot of things, right? The over-the-top corruption. And I'm pretty sure we are living in unprecedented corruption, at least for between the 20th and 21st centuries. I could believe that there have been times of greater corruption, even in American history.
Oh, I'm sure.
When you go back to maybe the Tammany Hall political machine stuff, at least locally, maybe not on the federal level, maybe on the federal level. Again, maybe it's just more out in the open now. But that's part of what's so frustrating, is how out in the open it was.
Yeah.
It's a situation of... how to put it? It's not that, oh my gosh, now I see it and now it's a problem. It's more of, now it's so blatant, why is nobody still doing anything about it?
Why is this still not fixed?
Yeah, why is this still not, we've opened up the walls, we can see the bugs crawling around, why are we still not doing anything about it?
Why are we still only putting wallpaper up?
Yeah, why are we still wallpapering over this? We have to clear the infestation out. We have to get the Nazi infestation out. We have to get the idiots out of positions of power in business. Because I was just on the phone with my mom tonight. We were talking about how, the whole energy management system thing. It used to be companies would invest in things that save them money long term. And now they're finally willing to. They're finally jumping on the bandwagon of things like, oh, yeah, let's put in a system that controls the whole building. And it's not because it's going to save them millions of dollars a year on utility bills. Instead, no, it's because it's going to save them 10% of that on labor. They're more excited about saving 10% on labor of what it was already going to save them just in electricity and water and gas. And that's business. That's America. Yeah. And again... Maybe this is a myth. Maybe the competency of the days of yore is a myth. And back when they said that Baron Hilton used to run the place like a ship shape, and they used to
Baron Hilton? That's his name?
Baron Hilton, the one that Baron Hilton, the son of the original Conrad Hilton who started the Hilton chains.
Right.
Who I believe is still alive, and many times considered rebuying the original Las Vegas Hilton. Well, I guess originally it was the Las Vegas International Hotel back in the 60s when it was being constructed, and then the Hilton family bought it. Well, Conrad Hilton, or it might have been...
Hilton Jr.?
It might have been Baron Hilton by then. One of the Hiltons bought it when it was basically a couple years old, and that's why it was the Las Vegas Hilton for forever. But yeah, we hear all these myths about how morale was high, people were paid well, staff was high, and it's because they kept things nice and kept clientele good. And part of it was they had the advantage of there was a stronger middle class in the 1970s, right?
Yeah.
People had higher discretionary income, more vacation times, unions were stronger, union participation was stronger. We've talked about this all on the branch
money
before.
meant something.
You've all heard this. You've heard me go off on this before, many a time. Money meant something? What does that mean?
Okay, well, one, that, like, are, like, the dollar was worth more, way more back then.
Well, I mean, inflation always happens. Inflation's been extremely low for the last 20 years. That's actually been a blessing, although it's probably going to go up now with all the stimulus money and the Biden bucks. Did you get your Biden bucks, by the way?
I got my Biden bucks.
I have not checked if we got our Biden bucks.
You probably got it by
I think
now.
Jamie checked, and yeah, I assume we got our Biden bucks. I just haven't checked my bank account.
I've been using it to take care of loose ends, so...
Yeah. Yeah. Am I a loose end?
No, you are a very tightly knitted end.
I'm a very strong end.
You're a strong, independent end who don't need no man.
All right. Oh, okay. It's like, where are you flying around there? You just were flying around for so long.
Just don't worry about it. It's okay. Everything's all gonna be fine.
Okay. I trust you.
I
trust that
me.
you know what you're doing and where we're going and what the objectives are, because I'm not paying the remotest bit of attention.
the objectives are right there. Capture the outpost. That's what we're doing.
All
we're
right.
capturing the outpost.
All three of them.
Yeah.
I thought there was something else on this track I wanted to bring up, but it's not going. It's not coming.
Yeah, and I have something I want to bring up, but I'm saving it for tomorrow because it's the timer.
Yeah. We don't have it. It's not a full thing. Well, okay. I'm gonna bring up a wonderful song that is just sweeping the chart. It's topping the charts in this house alone, and it is Amarith Rain, the parody to Chocolate Rain, the early mid 2000s meme. This thing happens once or twice a night. It'll happen about if I stay up too late around 3 or 4 a.m. I'll just be sitting at my computer and then I'll just hear thunk, 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 thunk. Just this gigantic loud thunk, like finding a Korok and it going yahaha.
Which is actually just my phone falling on the floor.
Yeah, it sounds like you're dropping a suitcase because we have hard floors.
Yeah, I don't have a rug in my room because Data's an asshole who pees on things.
Yeah, as we talked about previously. So, yeah, Jamie has just made this entire song, and maybe someday you'll get to hear Jamie sing Amarith Rain.
No.
We'll see. But, yeah, she's got a whole parody song, because she did it just to I don't know, put me in a better mood, because when it happens, I'm getting used to it now, but when I first started staying up way too late, it would terrify me because it's just dead quiet. You're maybe listening to headphones, maybe you're making no sound at all, and it's just this loud ass noise. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Just when that sort of thing happens, it makes your heart skip a beat. So,
but I mean, it's like, what do you want me to do? It's like I have a teeny end table. Like,
boy, Amarith, do you think you pelvic thrusted through that
not
falling
nearly
fire
well enough
back there? Well, yeah. So, no, you don't.
No.
All right. When do we wrap this up? Can we wrap this up? Can we capture the outpost and then capture the last outpost?
We can just next time on the branch now.
Okay. Okay. Next time on the branch, we're gonna this guy's gonna be dead. Well, I mean he's dead right now. So okay. Yeah. Next time on the branch.
Things will be happening.